Yo, what's up? You're off in God's country with ya boys, Dan and Reid Isbell, also known as the Brothers Hunt, where we take a weekly drive to the intersection of country music and the great outdoors. I kind of sound like that. Okay.
Two things
that go together, like Mississippi and Bottomland.
Or creek bank and an arrowhead. Brought to you by MeatEater.
MeatEater.
And Chloe.
Chloe got it.
Give it to us,
Ray's
Chloe.
got her up to speed.
Get out of here, Ray. You're fired.
Get out of here. We got Chloe now. Tacoma, still sponsoring the show now, baby. Tacoma, sponsoring the show now, baby. I swear that they are the best boots in the world.
Oh, get yourself a pair and maybe two for your girl, cause Tacoma sponsoring the show now, baby.
Fade it out, Chloe. Fade it out, Chloe.
Fade it out, Chloe. Fade it out, Chloe. There you go, Chloe. Too fast, Chloe. Too fast, Chloe. Bring it back, Chloe. Bring it back.
Can you bring it back, Chloe?
No, she can't. She can't. Gotta start it.
Oh, there you go. No, you're great. You're great.
That was a test.
Messing with you.
That was a test.
She's got it in the background. Oh. No, you're good. We're good. Man, Hardy, round 2.
Brother certified. He's a brother.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
he's brother certified.
He's brother certified.
Yeah.
For sure, man. We love this
round
cat.
3, dude.
He actually reached out to us. Was like, "Hey, dude." He's like,
Can I pop back on?
Yes, I got a record coming out. Let's pop back on a chat. So, man, we just talk. We just go, and it kind of
love having him.
He's always been the example of like, we talk too much about hunting, because we only talked the first time we had him on. We talked for an hour and 40 minutes about hunting in the outdoors and arrowheads, and talked 7 minutes about music. And we kind of did it again.
I looked down and it was an hour 10, and I was like, well,
we kind of did it again. But that's what like close friend pods do, man. We just we caught up with him. He has a new little girl. She's super cute. She's just about to crawl. He told stories about her and just everything that's going on in life, man. Just a great dude, great guy, great hang.
Find myself always rooting for him, man.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. He's easy to root for.
He's a positive guy. He loves music. He loves songwriting and the tradition behind it, and he's great.
Yeah, Mississippi boy, cut from the same cloth. Mm-hmm. Country is out now. Mm-hmm. Go check it out, spin it, stream it. Go watch him live next year on his country tour.
Also check out the Hardy Fund.
Yeah, check out the Hardy Fund,
where he basically described that they kind of help people with that money.
Yeah,
it's not a specific organization. They just where they see a need, they try to meet it.
Kind of awesome.
It's kind of awesome.
I don't think there's a website, but you can go to his Instagram at Hardy Fund and get more information there.
Yep. How you can donate, how you can help.
Yeah. Thanks for following God's Country. Thanks for listening. Go like the videos. Go like the podcast. Go subscribe to the podcast.
Download the podcast. Apparently, that's a huge deal.
Download the podcast. Share it with your friends, your moms, your sister, your dogs, chickens.
Thanks for listening. See you later.
That's right. We're out.
Here's what I saw.
You got anywhere to be? You cool to roll for an hour?
I got to be at Big Loud at 11 o'clock.
All right, perfect.
But that's it's loose too, so it's no big deal.
So here's what I saw. I saw a truck pull up on the outside of a fence.
Hang on. I don't understand the past drama. What's the past internet? What's
the past drama is, and correct me if I'm wrong here, that something happened where Zach Bryan didn't sign something for a kid.
That's right.
Or didn't sign something, right? And so the kid put him on blast on his socials.
Okay.
And then Zach Bryan replied,
like, you're not entitled.
GOMD. Which is
get off
my disclaimer.
My
dingle
hopper.
My Discord. That's even better. Get off my Discord. Well, that's already funny. So then, Gavin, who's known to have
ruffle some feathers,
a loose jaw on him.
Yeah, been in the
and I'm not even hating. Some may say that I have that.
What's the other guy that he don't like?
Charlie Crockett.
There's
a lot of them. He don't like a lot
There's
of
a
folks.
list.
And I'll be honest, I ride with a guy. He means it.
Sure.
He means it.
You think so? Like, I don't know. I've never actually met him. I've only talked to him on the phone or texted with him and stuff. But you think he's doing it for real?
Yeah, I don't think
because a lot of people,
Yeah. Well,
a lot of people are like, he knows what he's doing when he's doing that kind of stuff.
Oh, he knows what he's doing.
But he still makes it.
But it is how he feels.
I don't think he's BSing it. Yeah.
No, he's not BSing.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Because I'm telling you, I know the guy, dude. I know the guy. Okay. So fast forward, I guess there's this event where they're both at. I guess Gavin had not played yet and was about to play, is what I understood. What from his summary.
Yeah, because his thing.
And I know there's two sides of the fence here.
Yeah.
Hey.
So
bar fence.
Some jawing occurs, and then next thing I know, what's the name?
Zach Bryan.
Zach Bryan is climbing the fence to get to
a bar fence.
Not only just a bar fence,
like a prison.
One of those
reverse
reverse fences where you got to like. Bro, I don't even know how he did it, dude.
I don't think he takes it on if it's the
penitentiary fences.
Yeah, if it's the razor wire, yeah, probably not. But I don't know, dude. He was so pissed. I don't even know, dude.
He was pissed. The guy was
actually. I looked on his. I was like, I'm trying to see his forearms to see if he's cut up.
All right, so look, blood. So look, let's throw out some redneck facts here. That we all three are rednecks. We all three have been in fights, or at least seen some. I won't speak for you guys. I know that I have. What flags, what alarms went off in your brains as to who meant what they were saying, or who was going to win that fight? Would you like me to start?
Yeah, you can start. I don't know if I want to make. I think I'm gonna not take my opinions public on either.
Oh, you're not gonna take your opinions public?
No,
okay.
I don't think so.
Okay,
but I will say that the one thing I will say is that dude crawled through a barbed wire fence. So all I'm saying is,
yeah, he had it on his mind.
Nobody. I've never seen a video or whatever of Gavin fight, and I've never seen a video of Zach fight. So really, we have no idea.
Exactly.
But the dude crawled through a barbed wire fence. He was ready. He was ready to roll. That's all I'm saying.
I agree with that.
I think they were both standing on
business. Stand on business, 10 toes.
And I mean, I absolutely think. I think Gavin was too, but. You saw Zach. I think you saw Zach stand on his because I mean, I mean, you could tell he was pissed and pushing the fence, and then Gavin called him the word, and
here's
the word that let's fight
word you should never call a guy. Word.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then you just saw Zach go
or a girl.
He just went red.
Well, I will say this. According to Gavin, Zach was in the event all day long.
Right. Yeah.
Now that throws up a little different thing. Like you could have found him, I think. If you're Zach Bryan looking for Gavin Adcock, I think you could have found him without a fence between the two. And I will say this for Gavin's sake. I feel like I'm talking about the whole thing, trying to get y'all to say stuff and you're not going to. But what I'm saying is I myself, if I had to fight one of the two of them, I would pick Zach Bryan over Gavin Adcock. I'm not saying who will win, because I've seen little dudes whip up on some big dudes.
Short kind of tree stump dudes can throw hands, bro.
Guy's stumpy. I thought he looked stumpier than usual, even in that video.
I kind of wish they'd have just I think
they should do it in Nissan Stadium for charity, dude.
Ooh. Just
bare knuckle, just go after.
I'm with that.
I'd go. I'd watch it.
I'd pay for a box in there to watch that thing, dude.
Is that enough about that?
Because you never see those videos where the guy jumps the fence and the security guards just get out of the way and the two dudes roll in a gravel parking lot. You never see that.
I don't think he fought too hard to get out of the arms of that security guard. I'll say that. I've seen some go at somebody and it's a different.
They look like Cam Scatterbo, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Just wiggling through the lines.
Exactly.
Impressive debuts from that guy.
Yeah, he looked good last night.
Hey man, we've got a.
Sorry about that. Sorry.
That's good. I love that you let off with it. That's crazy.
We've got a new member of the Girl Dad Club. Congratulations.
Thank you, man.
Dude, he's a big deer killing Mississippi boy. Known to catch some slabs as well. Written a bunch of #1 songs. New album, Country is out now everywhere. We got the one and only Hardy back on God's Country Podcast.
Love this guy.
Round three,
actually.
I was
That's right.
I was back in the back when y'all did it in Charlotte Park. I was OG, dude.
Dude, I remember he pulled
That's
up
the
in
only
that.
one we ever did over there, by the way. The reason we did over there was that Jacob Lutz lived over there and he had a perfect setup.
He had a setup.
Yeah, he had a setup. He had 4 inputs so we could get through.
That's awesome.
I mean, it's
and
funny
a guitar.
All right, let's try to think about how long ago that was.
I can tell. I know that it was in. It had to have been 2018 because I think it was in the fall, and I had just put out "This Old Boy," and that's the song y'all asked me to play.
He had a green Ford. I remember that.
No, red Ford.
Was red?
No,
it was like a green.
No, not me.
Ford.
No, it was a.
Yeah, F-250, wasn't it?
No, it's a 150. It was jacked up, blue.
Oh, it was red.
No, it must have been. I guess we need to find the date because it depends because my first truck I ever my songwriter truck truck I ever bought was a black F-150. But I could have been still in my dad's. I traded vehicles with my dad. Silverado, Champagne.
It wasn't a Champagne Silverado. I'm positive.
I think it was a red F-250.
I thought it was a black F-150.
Like a cherry red.
Now I'm thinking it's black.
I think it's a black F-150.
I did too. Because I remember thinking, dang, that truck's so nice, dude.
It's probably brand new at that point.
It was.
Hardy, if you haven't listened to the last, if you haven't listened to the OG, if you listen to the OG, man, congratulations for making it this long, dude.
I don't know why anybody would listen to
but if you haven't
times
listened, Hardy was our number. I was like our second. I think you were our second episode of when this whole thing started.
Thanks, Hardy, dude. Appreciate you.
That's when we were reaching out. We were reaching out to our boys.
Hunt, dude.
Yeah.
Y'all might not even had a name back then. I'm sure you did, but
yeah,
Brothers Hunt way back then.
But we that's still up, right, on the MeatEater channel and all that. I reference you all the time. We've already talked about it, but I reference you all the time, and we've gotten a lot better. We're way more pro. But I reference you all the time because we're always like, all right, we got to talk about some music, and I always go, I always go, well, when we had Hardy on, I was like, we talked about it was an hour and 47 minutes, and we talked about music for 7 minutes. Yeah.
Did the producer go, hey, y'all have to talk?
I think
about
the producer
music?
stopped us. Yeah,
I feel like we got to stop.
Should we just get that out of the way now so we can talk about?
I mean, we can talk about whatever you want to talk about, bro.
Yeah. Well, first of all, dude, we're just catching up. I didn't really want to talk before we got in here. How's life?
That's good.
How's being a dad?
It's great.
How old is she?
She's 6 months. Okay. It's awesome. It's such a great spot right now.
She crawling?
No, but she's been sitting up now for 2 weeks. Okay. She kind of did her first little butt scoot thing, yesterday. But she's getting there. I mean, we're close, but she's awesome. I mean, she is such an easy baby. Like
awesome. Sleeping
when
good?
She's awake. No, but that's the only part. But we sleep trained her this past month, really intense.
Yeah.
And now, so she's had a week or so of 6 out of 7 nights sleeping through or maybe 5 out of 7.
Yeah, killer.
But for a while, from month 4 to month 5 and 30 days was pretty terrible. But as they say, how I love the term. She woke up finally. She realized she was human and was what's this terrible feeling of I want to go to bed.
Yeah.
But man, when she's awake, I'm telling you, which is, I feel like this is a pretty common baby thing somewhat, but we got really lucky with her. She doesn't have any sort of gastro whatever.
Healthy.
So she is completely healthy, but she's just happy. And you could put her in the middle of this floor and she could just entertain herself for an hour. She's just so content. She's never uncomfortable. It's she whines if she's hungry or she's tired, and that is literally it. She's an easy baby for sure.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, we're screwed for the rest. I know we were talking about that a little bit right before, but dude, God, I don't know what we're gonna do because seriously, it's everything. It's just it's this perfect little thing, and I just know we're gonna have another one, and they're gonna be a freaking brat or something. It's just gonna be a lot harder, and we're gonna have. Having one kid is easy. I don't care what anybody says. And we don't have help. We don't have a nanny or nothing. We're doing everything. Just us. And but man, I can't imagine having one that's pooping in their diaper and then the other one's running around and I don't know.
And your wife's getting her nails done while that's happening.
Oh man, I can't. That's
it. Man,
it seems like the good ones too. It seems like the good baby ones. They get you at 3, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like they wait.
They turn the attitude on a little bit.
They wait till they're 3, and then they're a 3-nager, and they know everything. They're real
crazy.
Smart when they're young. You're, oh, she's so smart, and then she starts manipulating you when she's 3.
Oh my, and she especially a little girl can too, right?
Dude.
Yeah.
Listen, man.
My little girl's got. She's got.
I mean, I remember people telling me this, and it's the truth, bro. You just don't know until you're in it. There's no way for me to tell you what 3 is. We have 3 now, and there's no way for anyone to prepare you for anything. So for me, it's just fun to sit back and listen to how good she is.
Yeah.
Now
you're just sort of rubbing your hands together.
Yeah, absolutely. Which all parents do. I mean, we talk a lot about kids on this thing, but like,
because it's all we do, man. I mean, we parent and we write songs and we try to hunt sometimes.
Dude, I feel like it's only been 6 months for me, but it's like your life. Somebody hit the Jake brake going on music right now. Damn.
Like there's 18-wheeler going down.
That's a good one.
I think they're taking Ashley Gorley all his plaques.
Yeah, he's breaking down out there. Actually. But it just seems like your life is just like you just find time to do what you want to do now because it's just not about. I mean, it literally is just it's not. No. It's not about you. Every single thing from literally what I noticed this other day. It's like, do I have time to go take a leak?
Yeah.
All the way to like, how many shows should I play next year? And everything in between. It literally all revolves around having a little kid.
Ain't no doubt.
It's crazy.
Yeah, you're speaking. And I'll tell you what, the thing that like awoken in me was like assuming that my life before them had been about me, right? Like, all of a sudden I realized like, oh, all this work, everything I've ever been doing was never for me to prove myself to myself. It was all for them.
Yeah.
Like you completely just remove yourself from all of that, man. It just ain't about you anymore, man. It just really ain't.
Bether told me one time I was over at his place writing, and he was like, well, come on, man. Like, I think we had just had Griffin, like our first one. He was like, all right, like, when's number 2? Like, let's go. And I was like, hey, man, pump the brakes, man. I was like, we got to take a break. He's like, what are you talking about? I was like, I don't even know if we're going to. He's like, no, you are. He said, and the reason he said, what else? You going to go back to living for you? You already jumped off the diving board.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Just swim now.
Yeah,
just swim.
Well.
Yeah. Just go.
Yeah.
Man, it's so true. And we were talking about this too. Like my mom has two older brothers, and they are both somewhere along the lines of 16 and 17 years older than her.
Oh, sheesh.
And now given like this was like kind of like my grandmother's like second life a little bit, like in a way where like she kind of did it and then started over, but it was cool because she always wanted a little girl and it was like special and yada, yada, yada. But man, we've always talked about how some of these people have like the big like whoopsie daisy, like 7 years, 8 years. And it's like, I could not imagine because it's like, I'm like you guys, like do them while you're still in that phase of like you have to take care of the kid because it like I feel like you get way more comfortable when your kid is like completely competent and then you have to start back over,
Dude,
I was told to never quit changing diapers.
Yes, that's great advice.
How many kids you want continue to change diapers because you're already in the. And that's the thing. It's like it's normal. It's been normal for 3 years,
right?
Now. So like,
you don't want to have to readjust to it.
Yeah, you don't want to spend 5 years out of it and then get back to.
That's crazy,
dude. I took out a diaper. I grabbed a diaper pail this morning, and the first baby I'd have puked everywhere, but now it's just like.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'll borrow this from a friend of mine, but now I feel like I could change a diaper and eat a sandwich at the same time, dude. And it ain't even no big deal.
That's awesome.
All right, I'm gonna trip you out real quick on one thing, and then we'll get off this kid stuff. So my dad, who's now fixing to be 70, I asked him one time. I said, "Okay, of your memory, it's kind of hard to explain, and I've said it on this thing, but just this is for your brain. So
okay, all right.
So if you take 100% of your memories, right, you're 70." How much of your memory bank is taken up by memories of your kids?
Oh my gosh.
And he goes, 99% of it.
That's amazing.
And I said, okay, so out of that memory bank, what percentage of your memories before you had kids take up that bank? He was like, 2%. So think about your entire life so far that you have lived. And by the time you get to 70, you'll remember 1% of this shit.
Yeah, dude.
Isn't that crazy?
And especially like, you know, I don't know. I fully believe it. It's like, but it's like we've got to do some pretty cool stuff, man.
And we're young.
It's just not going to matter.
Yeah, and we're young.
Yeah, we're young.
We're not even that.
I'm halfway to 70 right now.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying, man. It was nuts. He was like, and honestly,
you don't start living until you have kids. Well, I mean, it's this whole serendipitous, like, it is the reason that we are here.
Sure.
Not indefinitely,
Right.
you know, depending on what you believe, but if you split religion and science, you by laws of nature, the reason that we are here is to have children, and thankfully, as humans, we have a little bit extra special free will sauce and stuff where we get to like actually raise our kids, and it means something, and that's like the most special thing. I mean, it's the most amazing thing in the world.
It's the most amazing thing in the world, and you can't really feel it until you're in it, and then you go, "Oh, okay."
And I think part of the reason it's so amazing is because it's so tough. It's so challenging. And it's just the reward is
therefore
there,
rewarding.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Can I talk about rolling up on y'all at that place
Quickly?
So I roll up to meet them at a spot, and when I do, my kids jump out of the truck and they're running, and their kids come out of the barn at the place we were at, no shirts on, no shoes, dirt, just and they were running down the hill, and they were like, Uncle Dan, and Reid was like, don't hug Oak. Don't hug Oak. I was like, oh, no, come in here, man. Hugged him, and we ended up taking bottles of water at the end of that day, and like water falling them onto his kids with wipes, and just literally stripped them completely naked and just wiped them all the way down. I mean, it's just part of it. Like, you're just there's gonna be dirt and doo-doo everywhere.
And man, those days are like that's hard. It's hard. Those times are hard. Pouring water and wiping him, and there's flying everywhere, and cow manure, and you know all that. But like, those are the times you talk about. You know, like those are the times you're like, man, remember that day? You know, like those,
that's that memory bank, man. That just kicked out a gig I played in West Mississippi. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's cool.
It's so weird, dude. Yeah. But that's I'll remember that. It was so funny. They came out and they just looked like they'd just been rolling in
literally rolling in mud. That's awesome. I love it.
All right.
Let's get into what you're mad at.
Oh shoot, sorry.
Glad at this morning, man. We got a good one.
Oh, do we? You're losing.
What you mad at? Just tell us what it is. What you mad at? Is it your in-laws' kids? Might be a boss man or your neighbor's cat. Just tell us what you're mad at.
Me?
Go, dude.
Go,
or
man.
you can be glad too.
It's up to you.
We're glad this morning. You can be mad or glad.
Or both.
Or both.
Glad. All right, I'll tell you what I'm glad at. You know what? This is actually a really good. I'll be really quick. But I was mad and then glad within a split second difference.
Yeah.
You're a pro.
My birthday was 2 days ago.
Happy birthday!
And I played a show in basically Greenville, South Carolina.
You got the same birthday as my grandmother.
13th?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Small world. And
Mississippi represent, dude.
I missed a call. I slept in and I woke up and I had a missed call from Callie. And I tried to call her back every 30 minutes on my birthday for like 6 hours.
6-month-old baby.
I understand that.
Okay.
But her family isn't. Everybody is around.
Oh, different. Now
and
you can pass.
I'm texting him like, have y'all heard from my wife? Like, I'm not trying to be butthurt here, but like, it's my birthday,
dog. Yeah.
Dude. And by the end of it, they were all like, everybody was being weird. And for a minute, I was like, man, she's going to surprise me or something. And then finally at like 5:55, and my work starts at 6. Like I meet and greet, I got radio, and I got this and that.
Yeah.
And I answer, and I'm like, well, how you doing, sis? Like, and she was like, I'm so sorry. And then, but the thing was, she just like, she would not give me a good reason why she hadn't called me. She was like, I don't know. We went to this patio and we were watching football, and I'm like, yeah. And so I kind of I was very mad, and that's what I was mad at. And then my manager was like, hey, they cooked you a special meal in your green room for your birthday. And I went in there, and her and Rosie were in there. Come on. So I was instantly glad. But I felt, my first thing I said is I was like, why did you let me yell at you like that? For like 5 minutes. I was like, this is so out of character for you. Like, all I wanted to do was talk to my wife on my birthday. Like, you couldn't even answer the phone for 5 seconds.
No FaceTime.
That's not my baby all day.
All she could say was like, I don't know what to say. I'm just sorry. And I'm like, you're making it worse. You're making it worse because you don't know what to say. You don't even care. Yeah. So I felt
you should know what to say next time.
So that's a mad and glad within an instant.
That's great.
Yeah. How good did you feel seeing that baby when you walked in that door?
Oh man, she had a little dress thing on, said like daddy's little girl. I just, it was amazing.
That's good. That's good. All right. Our glad at
joint to this morning.
We're driving down the road as fast as we possibly can to get here relatively close to on time.
We were going to be close to on time.
And jumps, Reid's wife, hits us on a text. And I can tell she's voice texting because it didn't really make a whole lot of sense. There wasn't any punctuation.
Yeah.
But basically all it said was feeder side of road before mall. So we're like, okay, there's a feeder on Highway 65.
So that's not even your feeder, dude.
It is now. It is now. So look, we're doing 70 miles an hour.
I did tell you the story outside.
That is unbelievable, dude.
So Reid goes, I said, dude, Jordan just said there's a feeder.
He said, Jordan said there's a feeder on the side of the road.
But she said left side, which meant inside lane on 65, which at...
Coming north?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So you got to do some...
Oh, yeah. Some maneuvering, for sure.
And she said might not be feeder, just saw...
She
said might not be feeder,
like
just
feeder
look like
or
feeder.
something, right? So...
That's a hell of a wife, by the way.
Dude.
Oh, we were pumped.
She knows you. I mean,
My dad, I almost want to call... If it wouldn't take so much time, I would call Dad just so you could hear how excited
how proud of us he was going to
tell him. I was like, man, I don't know, dude. Should we risk our lives for this feeder? Look at the damn traffic behind us.
Oh, it wasn't even like a grass median. It was
on the interstate.
Bro, I pulled so tight to the median, I couldn't open my door.
So hang on. So we're driving.
No legs though, just the drum.
We got legs, baby. We got legs.
Yeah. So we're driving. We're getting closer, and I'm like, man. I started doing the thing. I started doing the pessimist. Like, it probably is not a feeder, man. It's probably like a 5-gallon bucket or something. Like, I love my wife, and she's pretty good at that stuff. But like, I was like, it probably ain't a feeder. Probably ain't even worth our time.
Right.
But just in case, we got in the left side and stayed on the left lane, just rolling down.
We pop over the hill.
And pop over, and I was like, dude, what if it's like a boss buck or something? And Dan was like, that'd be sick. And I was like, but it ain't. We pop over the hill. And Dan's like, there it is. And I was like, we were like, boss buck. And I was like,
we're not going to die over a feeder, dude. This is crazy. Reid goes, boss buck. And I was like, car's like,
I was like, I just need a window to get out. Dan was so close to the median, he couldn't open his door.
No.
You could see it. It's
I had to wait on a window. I hopped out, ran and got the thing.
I mean, transfers are literally going by and making my truck go.
Yeah.
All over a $200 feeder.
I started filming and I was like, dude, I really don't want to film us dying right here. So over a feeder. So I closed it up.
So I ran back there, grabbed it, threw it in the back of a truck, threw a case of water in it. And dude, we were rolling, dog.
Was it in good shape?
I mean,
it's just scratched up, bro.
It's in good shape, dude. That's a $250 feeder.
Some guy got to freaking Kentucky at
that's exactly
noon
what we
today,
said.
or he's rolling up right now, and he's like, "Wait, what the hell?"
Yeah, literally, we were like, "That's a guy going to Kentucky."
He might listen to this podcast, and if you appreciate you, dog.
If you do, man, thanks. We're not giving it back.
Yeah, there's no way to prove it, brother. Show me the serial number.
We rolled up, and Hardy was like, "Dude," he was like, "Feeder in the back and everything." And I was like, "I ain't even."
Well, I didn't even
let's just wait.
I didn't even consider that. I just, since it was y'all, I figured you might be going straight somewhere, after this or something to put some corn out.
We risked our lives for a $250 feeder.
Well, I'm not even mad, dude.
No.
I was listening to a Mississippi State podcast and just started in my own world. And it's like, good for y'all.
Football?
That's a great story.
Football?
Yeah.
Hey, man. Let's talk about the game so far, dude. We look okay.
I think we're gonna win at least 7 games.
Me too, man.
I think we're gonna go into Tennessee at home 4-0.
Dude, that Arizona State game was unbelievable.
I actually cried. I cried. Man, because
when did
you guys know this.
When did you start crying? When he caught the pass, the slant?
No, when we intercepted, when I knew that we won, because they still had
time,
whatever 10 seconds, whatever it was.
Which
you
is
never
plenty
know.
of time at Starkville.
Yeah, you got that right. But dude, because here's the deal, and what people are like Dirk's texting me and was like, because he's an ASU guy,
Oh, I didn't know.
And he was like storming the field at beating a number 12 school, and I was like, man, listen. Arguably, well, not really, because we had Dan Mullen, but we had Mike Leach, who the year he died, we went 9-4.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. In the SEC West before it was consolidated, and that was an incredibly difficult
That's what division. Bama was the king.
LSU, A&M. I mean, it just Ole Miss. No, not Georgia. Auburn.
We're just talking about the West.
It's just so hard. But anyway, all that being said, we won 9 games. We were doing this with Mike Leach.
Trending.
And he dies. He suddenly dies. And then we never bounce back from that.
No.
We hire Arnett. We don't win any games. And then we hire Levy, and we win 2 games last year. Beating Southern Miss was a big deal because they brought pretty much their entire conference winning team from Marshall. So we knew that there was a bunch of good players at Southern Miss. But winning this game was the most important win, what I think, in our entire program's history, because you lose that game, especially if you lose that game
close,
you lose your fan base. They quit tailgating. I saw it happen with Joe Moorhead. People stopped coming to games. People stopped caring. And dude, what, 3 or 4 losing seasons in a row?
You turn into Virginia Tech.
You lose, you turn into a Virginia Tech, 100%.
Firing their coach, getting beat by Delaware,
dude, and then you got to start all over, and that's like 5 or 6 years before anybody even cares. I know,
but you win that game, and the way that we won that game, which was kind of not a miracle, but it was a miracle,
miracle-esque for sure.
And we stormed the field, and now there's a buzz again. And I'm telling you, you cannot convince me that those players don't hold on. Like you don't lose that game and then go win like 3 or 4 SEC games after that.
Amen.
It was such an important win, and everybody's fired up again for the first time since
Dak.
I mean, a long time. Yeah.
Honestly, or maybe since Leach. Since 9-4.
Since we hired Leach, and everybody was like, oh, we're going to be all right.
And we won that Egg Bowl. We won an Egg Bowl with Leach, I think.
Yeah. So,
that was when everybody's pretty
dude, it was a monumental. So people don't realize what that stood for. It was more than just beating a top 12 team. Like, it was massive for our program.
Is there any chance of us being like actually ranked?
I think we will be going into Tennessee.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah. If we whip up
Tennessee's
on
so good.
Yeah, their offense is pretty fire.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Damn.
Well, we got him at home, dude. And I will tell you another thing. I was thinking about this the other day because Callie was like, "Why is that?" She went to Ole Miss, but she was like, "Why is that even legal with cowbells?" And I was like, "I don't know," because it is a major. It's a major distractor towards your opposing team's offense.
Oh, bro!
Well, and they're already.
I'll sneak them in.
Everybody that comes to play in Starkville too, the week before, you can watch videos. They're always showing them. Everybody's walking around.
ASU,
Everybody's walking around doing cowbells.
It don't make a difference.
You can't
get 60,000 people in there doing
it. You can't imitate
it,
man.
No,
you can't imitate.
But you could hear him trying to. He's like, I can't hear it.
Yes,
they were doing that thing.
And then that just makes it, you know what I mean? It's like when your buddy's picking on you and you get mad, what's your buddy going to do? Pick on you more. You know what I mean? Like,
ring it harder.
It's funny too, because there's so many people, everybody, if you're not a State fan, that's like, I hate them. I hate the way they sound. But man, you could have a guy over here ringing one in the corner of this entire podcast, and I wouldn't even hear it. Like, it wouldn't even be.
Ears,
I could go to sleep to it.
Same.
It's the best, dude. It's just the best.
It is the best, man.
I know, it's the best.
Have you already got a little baby cowbell for your little girl?
Yeah. So she has received some from other people, but I've always said, like, we're keeping them like put away because I want, when she's old enough to finally, hold one and to kind of somewhat know what she's doing. Maybe call it 2 years old.
Bro, it's a rite.
I want to be the first one to actually gift her and give her first cowbell. But she's got some in the corner. But
it's a rite of passage.
100%.
Is there any Ole Miss, like, is Callie diehard Ole Miss?
Yeah.
Is she?
Yeah. She doesn't know nothing about the football team or nothing, but she went there. So, she's diehard. And her Rosie's closet is split 50-50 for sure.
That's amazing.
I've been thinking about
that's a Mississippi love story right there.
It is, right? Romeo and Juliet kind of. I've been thinking about the week of the Egg Bowl, just finding every Ole Miss apparel that Rosie has and hiding it somewhere.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That sounds awesome.
I should probably be on a red and white skirt. And
do you like,
jersey.
I can't even see those colors together. It makes me so I can't stand Ole Miss. Now look, I made a whole lot of money off those fraternities over there, so I appreciate that, and I got love for that, and like Blue Rooster in the library and all that stuff.
Oxford standalone is a great town. I think I like the town of Oxford, the restaurants, the bars.
Ajax, yeah, I know.
But I hate Ole Miss, dude. There's nothing I can never. I just can't do it.
Go to hell. Me neither, man.
Go to hell, Ole Miss. Dude.
I mean, I
put it on my tombstone.
That's right, bro.
If I ran a successful business and I had a guy I loved and he came in and he said he graduated from Ole Miss,
you wouldn't.
I would have trouble hiring. I'm serious. I hate
Good for you, man.
I hate it that much. I hate it more than making money, honestly. And I love making money.
That's what makes college football great, dude. That's what makes in-state rivalries great. It's what feel because the same thing about them, dude. They hate our guts.
Yeah,
they think we're just trash. We're pasture trash.
Yeah, dude.
Ag boys,
I love it, dude.
Me too.
Call me a redneck.
That's what I am, dude. That is what I am, dude. That is what I am.
Okay, this is a great little segue to this question I was going to ask. What I want to know what the most redneck and the least redneck thing about y'all is us.
Oh, jeez, dude.
I'll go first. This is an example of least redneck thing right now in my life. Every night before I go to bed, I have hand moisturizer on my nightstand that I put.
Oh, that's your least redneck.
That's the least.
Oh, least.
That's
redneck
the least
too.
Yeah, because there's tons. I said most redneck. But there's tons of most redneck things. The least redneck thing I do right now is put hand moisturizer on every night. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, that's very not redneck for sure.
I got expensive underwear now.
Oh, that's good.
Bamboo. Yeah, I do too.
Yeah. Wait, is that a good one?
Bamboo
I just got some Hanes, and they're like nicer. It's a step up from what I've had. They're silky.
Bamboo Cool, dog. Go to Amazon and get Bamboo Cool.
Yeah, that's literally what it's called. But that's not the most expensive.
It's not the most expensive.
I got some sacks too. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't like the sacks.
I like some sacks, man. This bamboo sacks.
Anyway, sacks don't.
That's probably my least redneck. Is like
expensive stuff.
I threw away my Hanes this morning.
Okay,
for sure.
I got some Viore shirts that I love too.
Yeah, but you wear V-necks, so it's different.
No, this is not a V-neck. I don't wear V-necks anymore. After mom called me what she called me, I don't. I don't wear.
Tell me out there.
Should we? I'll make it real fast. Reid got.
We're telling this
just super fast. Reid came home one night of age. He was like 22. He had a little liquor on his breath.
Christmas party.
A little bit of liquor on his breath.
I didn't drive. I was very responsible.
My dad was mad about it. My mom was.
Was this back in the day?
Oh yeah,
I was 22 years old.
Back in the day.
So you could legally though.
Legally, it was good. My mom was so mad. She's mad all weekend. You want to tell it because you'll say I tell it wrong if I don't tell it. So wrap it up.
Long story short. I get home at 4 o'clock.
Long story short, for sure.
I get home in the morning. Dad's awake at 4 o'clock in the morning.
I'm past all that. Get to the next day.
I'm just saying. Me and Dad are having an awesome conversation. Mom opens the door. She comes in, just berates me, dude. Tells me I'm just a disappointment, all this stuff.
2 a.m.
She's going to be I did not. You did. So I wake up next morning. She's in the kitchen just scrubbing these pans.
As hard as she possibly can.
Well, I'm like, morning, Mom. She just looks at me like this. She's like, is it a good morning, Reid? And I walk outside.
Surprised you can walk.
I walk outside and I hear the door open behind me and close. And I'm like, here we go.
Oh, God.
She comes like, Reid, can I talk to you, please? I was like, yes, ma'am. I walk out there and she's still scrubbing this pan. She's like,
Pastor's wife.
She was like, last night.
Of course.
Did I just say the whole? I mean, I can say the whole thing, right?
No,
she was like, last night when you were talking about drawing your own convictions. She was like,
and having to go through things to see how you felt about it.
To draw your own convictions about things. What exactly did you mean? And I was like, Mom, like I said, like drinking, like smoking a cigarette, like
I'm 22 years old.
Like going to parties. Yeah, I'm responsible. I didn't drive. She was like, She was like, well, what about homosexuality, Reid? Have you experienced that?
What? She said, did you have to go through that to know how you felt about it?
And I was
like, which is a good point.
I know. I was like, Mom. I was like, no. She goes, well, I don't know. You wear a bunch of V-necks.
That's crazy.
I'm sorry that made me tell that, Mom.
I was inside like, yes.
My girlfriend loves J. Crew, Mom.
Dude, that is unbelievable.
That
is such a great. That's good.
My girlfriend likes J. Crew.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Least redneck thing about you.
Well, speaking of shirts, which is very much the opposite of the exact opposite of a V-neck. But
these are Henleys, by the way, for everybody.
I would say that my big, like, if Callie and I go to like a fancy, like a charity dinner or something, and I have to dress up, my go-to now is just a big old tall black turtleneck, dude, and I just look like a straight douche. But I like it. And that is very much the least redneck thing, with a little cute little gold chain. You know?
I've seen you in that fit.
Yeah,
I've seen you in that get up.
Yeah. At Losers. I barely remember it, but I remember it.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's great.
All right. Most redneck thing is that if you walked in and had 3 cookies with or if you had 6 cookies with 3-inch thick slices of Velveeta between them, I would eat all of them. Cookies and cheese is a good redneck thing to eat, dude. It's like poor man's cheesecake, and it's good. It's good. I promise.
It's good. Mine's food related too.
Okay.
Sardines to this day.
No way.
Yeah, to this day,
that
dude.
must be a Mississippi thing, dude. Our granddad loves sardines.
I mean, it's like we have all these, Callie's. She's not granola, but she's very, very health conscious.
Yeah.
It's just like
a lot of
all this
wives
stuff.
these days are.
Imagine anything that's whatever free and whatever this and that, and then just a stack of can of sardines with some salty crackers, dude. Do not touch.
Hey, bro, I'll eat Viennas till I die.
Yeah, all
I'll
that,
eat
bro.
Viennas
I do it all.
Drink the juice, dog.
Oh, bro.
I can't drink the juice. That's the most redneck thing about you. If you drink the juice,
no, it's just salted formaldehyde.
That's it.
That old jelly juice.
That's why I don't get sick anymore.
Yeah, dude.
Dang.
Dang, dude.
Hey, tell me what this is. What is this?
That's a grindstone.
For real?
It's a nutting stone. Well, it depends on where you found it. Where'd you find it?
About.
Did you find it in a field?
See, I would call that a little cannonball. I'd have said that was.
I was walking out of the turkey woods. I FaceTimed you, matter of fact, and you didn't answer, which is fine.
Sorry.
I was walking out of the woods turkey hunting, and I found this. It was, I would say, Hohenwald-ish off of Nash's Trace.
How far away from a running water?
Not far.
Close.
Like 100 yards?
No, like it was on I was walking up a ridge. And it was on the ridge.
It's a part of a nutting stone. So like a matade kind of is what they'd call it. But there's a flat rock, and they just whatever they had, whatever they if they were grinding up stuff to make paint or anything, they'd have a flat rock and a nuts or something. They'd just be grinding it up in there.
Is that cool?
It. That's an artifact. Yeah, that's an artifact.
Really?
1,000,000,000%.
Man,
have you ever found another spherical rock like that ever in that area?
No.
Then that's an artifact. Because nature repeats itself, if that makes sense. So like if you go to San Diego, there's 1 million round smooth stones all over the beach.
Yeah. Really? Like this?
Well, yeah, even smoother than that. But like if you found a stone like that in Tennessee, like on the riverbank, it doesn't belong there.
That's the only one you've ever. That's the only one you've ever found.
Made by man.
Well, see, Luke told me, he was like, you know what Hardy tells me is just look for anything. He said that you told him look for if anything catches your eye,
disrupts the flow of like what you're looking at.
I mean, this was on like a ridge, on a log road ridge system where some water had ran.
Yeah,
and it was just like that was sticking out, and I was like, man, I thought it might have been like a cannonball or something, Civil War ish. Older,
much older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Native American.
Maybe 1,000 years older. What's crazy is its counterpart's probably 10 feet underground, somewhere right around there.
Huh.
Usually, like typically when they would leave camps, and just leave behind stuff they didn't necessarily need, something that they could remake. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They would just leave it sitting right there. Dirt covers it up eventually. And
so like, how old do you think that might be?
It could be, well, I mean, probably anywhere from 1,000 to like 3,000 or 4,000, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Dude, like Native American stuff is old. People don't realize how old a lot of that stuff is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a real deal, man. That's cool.
Sick. So like,
what's thousands of years ago?
What would somebody pay me for that?
$20.
Okay.
Yeah, keep it.
No, I'm keeping it. Yeah, I'll keep it. I mean, I'm never.
What's 3,000 years ago? Is that like? Was that?
Well, that's.
I was hoping you were going to say
775 BC.
Jeez.
Damn.
BC or AD?
BC.
BC.
Yeah, because 2025 was.
Oh, that's right.
So no, excuse me. It would be.
Are y'all doing math right now?
It would be like.
No, it wouldn't be 7. It would be 1,000.
Yeah.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
775 BC. Yeah.
Crazy.
Old Testament, man.
That's a long time ago, bro.
But dude, there's artifacts. I find artifacts all the time in Tennessee that are 9,000 years old. Like early archaic period.
All the time?
All the time.
Like what?
When you say all the time, what is that? I mean, how do you...
Like a huge, a very large chunk of this area's artifacts were like, this was a very frequently visited area for archaic natives that like came through here.
Okay.
I guess it was really good hunting land or whatever it was, because they didn't farm back then. In archaic, there was no farming. They didn't start farming till like way on, maybe like they call it the woodland period. Maybe even past that, I can't really remember. Maybe then there's like the Mississippian period, which is still like 1,000 years ago. But
it was all about following herds, right?
Yeah.
And herds of animals.
They only hunted for like ever for thousands and thousands of years. They didn't even know how to farm.
Yeah.
Pretty wild.
Yeah, it's wild. So if a guy like myself, I've literally never found an arrowhead. That's the coolest thing I've ever found by far.
Jordan found one on a golf course. I was supposed to bring it, show it to you, but I sent it to Luke, and he was like, "Yeah, scraper." He's like, "It's exactly what it was. The tip was broke off of it, but it was about
it's like reworked. Probably.
It was about that big.
Yeah,
but it was like broken off, so it was like that. And, and he was like, "Yeah, it's a scraper."
Totally.
Okay, so if I have never found like a full arrowhead, I've lived in Tennessee my whole life. I'm outside all the time. Been outside my entire life. We grew up outdoors. Like what? How would you tell me? I have places I can go like look or whatever. Like how do you even tell a guy, hey, this is what you should do to find an arrow? Like what are your broads? I know I'm broad stroking here.
No. I got two like really simple answers. Okay. Navigable by foot. I guess you would say running water. Like any creek or anything you can like walk by foot that has like gravel beds of any kind.
Yeah.
100% will have an arrowhead in it somewhere.
In the creek, in it.
1,000%.
In the water.
Well, just anywhere. It could be up high up on the gravel bed, like, but if it's below the walls, the ceiling of the ditch or creek, if that makes sense at all.
Sure.
Like on the creek floor, if it has like significant like pilings of giant rocks, there somewhere in there will 100% be an arrowhead because they lived here for like 12,000 years.
Yeah, and they
found everything. They lived everywhere.
Yeah.
Every inch of running water in America, they lived close on a hill close to it. Like
really?
It's in there 100%. There were 22 million of them at one point. You know, like that's undeniable. The other one is broken ground we're very close to high water running water. So like if you plow a field that's right next to a creek or a river, they're in there. You could look all day. 100%. The next time y'all plant or whatever, if you have any that are, it's got to be, usually it's like within like a stone's throw. Like it's the field right next to the creek usually is like, but if you have anything like that, and then if you want to get real weird, you go find like a lower spot and lay on the ground. And if it's pretty flat, look. And if you find like even just the smallest like hump, that would typically probably back in the day was a lot more significantly high, and they would live there because they knew that wouldn't flood. So if you go there, that's probably where most of the art, like the stuff you're going to find, like the most density stuff you're going to find.
Wow. That's so cool.
That's cool.
Dude, I guarantee you, if you start like walking creeks or looking in loose dirt around rivers or creeks, and within a year you'll find one.
Okay.
Most of the time, people are like, I don't know, like I can't find one. It's because you're just not like really looking. But if every single time, walking in or out of the woods during the day or whatever it is, if you look in that dirt every single time, you're going to start finding stuff. It's weird how it pops out. It's awesome.
So when you go like on I know. I'll hurry. This is so interesting. If you like when you go on like a hunt, like I'm going looking for arrowheads today at this spot, when you get out of the truck, you and Hunter or whoever, what do you do? What's the move? You find the water, you immediately take your shoes off, you got your freaking gravel walking shoes on, you're walking through there looking, running water. It depends
on where you go.
Okay.
But like if we're going to go to, like there's a creek kind of towards Ashland City that we go to, and we have, we park at this person's house and we just hop down in the creek and we'll just, if it's me and Hunter, he'll go high and I'll go low or vice versa. And you'll just literally take a step every 10 seconds and you're just like scanning rocks.
Looking at the ground.
Yeah. And the biggest giveaway is that you'll find flakes of flint, like the stuff that they're made out of. Like and they could be small or big, but that's always an indicator. And 9 times out of 10, you find that before you find an artifact.
Really?
So you're like, okay, if I find a flake of, what's common around here is it's called Fort Payne chert. And that's like this gray kind of flint's what most of the arrowheads are made out of.
Yeah.
But like you'll just find a flake and you're like, okay,
I'm
gonna put this one on the map because I know that there's artifacts in here if you're finding flint every time because it's not natural.
And
it doesn't exist in the ground.
Just breaking, they're scraping off.
Yeah, it's just basically they had a big, like they called it a spall. And it's just this big hunk of rock, and they would take actually a deer horn and they would like grind it down so it was rounded on the end, and they would just beat around it until it was a flat disc, and then they take the other end of the deer horn and they would just hold it and peck at it until they peck away like a perfect arrowhead. And all that excess that they break off, they would just, be on the ground and go in the grass or whatever, and that eventually washes into the creeks or stays in the fields or whatever. And that's the flint that you find all the time.
Man, that's so interesting.
Have you found anything cool lately?
Man, the last thing I found that was really good was at Laney and Duck's house. I posted it, and it was just an old archaic piece called a Big Sandy. And it was just like this big. Dude. It was just a big spearhead.
Oh, that's
just
awesome.
A gangster, dude. It was sick.
Where did you find it?
They have a creek that runs kind of through their property, and about a year and a half ago, well, Duck just had told me, he was like, I think there's some arrowheads in here. Like we bought it from the owner, and the owner said my daughter used to walk it and find arrowheads. Yada, yada. I was like, well, okay, cool, let's go. And then one day we went, I found a really nice one, and then didn't go for like a year, and just went back one day, and I mean within like, I swear it was like 30 seconds of looking. It was just right there. It was I got so lucky. I'll send y'all a video of it.
Was it just laying there? Or was it like a piece sticking out? Like,
yeah, I mean, this one was kind of just tucked in between some rocks. But again, like that's the thing where like you have to really like it's like trial and error, or like you have to know what you're looking for because you're looking for what they call like a worked edge.
Yeah.
So and it's just like that chiseled how you know like an arrowhead, and it has this little. It's just like the chiseled out looking.
Yeah.
That's and because sometimes it can be this, and then you pull it out and it's this long. You know what I mean? Like and sometimes it's just laying perfectly on top of everything. Like you just. It's just like another rock in the on the gravel bed. It could be hidden or it could be.
So what would they have used that for?
Probably a knife.
Yeah, just wrapping it around.
Yeah, I mean they're all called arrowheads, but 90% of them, probably 95% of them, were blades or even like what you'd call like kitchen tools. Yeah. They look cool, but they had them tied onto a deer horn, and they were just cutting
scrape like fat off some
feathers,
skin or something,
whatever.
Yeah,
all that stuff.
That's sick, dude.
I love it. I strongly encourage you to, because dude, once I got like Randy is taking a big interest, and now it's like
he's got a 5-gallon bucket.
He plows a field just to look for arrowheads. He doesn't even do anything else. He's like, I think it's gonna rain next week. I'm gonna go plow this field, and he'll plow it. Awesome.
His boys are in too.
Yeah, man. It's exciting. It's a really good thing to do with the family.
Man. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. And you can do it all year long.
If you think about how old that stuff is, nuts.
I mean, literally the only people that have ever touched it are them.
That's my favorite thing about it. Is like you find like they call it a projectile point, like something is like a spearhead, and you're like, man, some guy probably like half my age made this and was running around hunting like the same animals that like deer and stuff that we're hunting today. Yeah. It's like that's just cool, man.
That's sick.
And the times haven't changed that much, at the bare bones of it all. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
What's up with your deer hunting? What are you doing,
dude? I'm waiting on my world's biggest 6-point to get back.
Oh, baby. We're still talking about that deer?
Well, I got him mounted. I shouldered him.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So I've been thinking. He said it's going to be around. He said it'd be close to a year. And that was in December, but he said he might have it done by like Halloween. So I'm getting ready to see. I hadn't seen him yet.
Tell us the story,
dude. It's kind of boring, but it's kind of funny at the same time. I landed. I'd done like a run of shows and or something. I was gone. I was really tired.
He didn't tell us on the last one, right?
No, because I haven't. Yeah, I've killed it since after that last one. But I texted Hunter and I was like, you want to go? And he was like, no. And we're like an hour and a half south of town, our Shelbyville area where we hunt. And anyway, it was going to rain, and it was just like, it was December 9th or 7th. It was one of the last days.
Yeah, you're pushing it.
Yeah. And anyway, I stopped at Burger King like halfway down there, down 65.
Hell yeah.
I got a little, I can't remember what I got.
Son of Baconator?
I need to remember though, but I got a double cheeseburger and like a little 5-piece nug situation.
Yeah.
And my receipt
a little protein in there
was $7.77. And I sent that picture to our deer camp thread, and I said, it's 777. It's going to be a good day today.
Come on. So by yourself?
By myself, yeah. Nobody else was even hunting that day. I was the only one out there, and I knew it was going to rain, and it was kind of dark, and I was like, man, I'm going to go sit in this muddy that's like on this very back field.
Love those days, by the way, man. A rainy fall.
Man, hunt, let me tell y'all, if you're listening to this.
Put me in the rain.
If you don't know when to hunt, let me tell you, a day you got to hunt is a front.
Yes,
hunt a north wind front every time, dude. Weather changes, hunt them, dude. Hunt the beginning, hunt the front of them and the back of them.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Well, this was, so, let's see. It was like 55 degrees.
Yeah. Typical Tennessee December.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just like super normal. Yeah. Actually, it was almost fairly, I would almost say maybe even warmer than that.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm sitting in this field. Hunter texted me, and he was like, hey, he sent me a picture of a good deer, and he was like, I think this deer is going to pop out in your field like 300 yards away. was like, all right, I'll look for him.
What time is it?
Probably about 4:15.
So you getting there?
10 after, something like that. And sure enough, I see, this buck come out, and he's too far to shoot, but he's a long way off. And then, out come with him is like 10 does, and a bunch of little deer. And they're just, I'm having a fun just watching them through the scope, and they're running around and doing their thing. Another young buck comes out, all that. And then I put my gun back in the window, and I look out in front of me, and at 75 yards, there's this deer that nobody had ever seen before. And it's like a 400 or 500 acre piece of property. Yeah. You would think.
Yeah.
Nobody had ever seen this deer before.
December though, they're moving. They're still moving from that post rut.
There's also second rut-ish thing.
And they're getting into that second rut thing. Yeah. They're still looking for does.
Well, this one was just straight chilling, dude. So long story short, I sent a picture of him to Hunter, and I was like, "Have you seen this deer?" And he was like, "I don't think so."
Like picture out the blind.
Yeah. I mean,
on your phone.
He wasn't worried about nothing. He was just eating. And dude, long story short, I ended up sending Hunter a video, and I was like, you don't have this deer at all. And I was like, I think he's pretty big for a 6-point. And he was old, I could tell. And so I said, I'm probably going to shoot him if there was a really big 8-point that had been hanging around. And I was like, if I don't randomly see this other big deer, I might shoot this deer, because it's like one of the last days of deer season. And anyway, it gets like to be about dark, and he goes to walk off, and I shoot him. And man, it was perfect. He ran just kind of back like 50 yards and fell, and I was super excited. I didn't even go down there and look at him. I just left all my stuff. I left my backpack, my gun, and everything at the stand, and went straight to my truck because I was watching the radar. And I was like, man, the bottom is about to fall. Like one of those winter rains where it just rains and rains and rains. So I get back to my truck, and it's like a 15-minute walk. Like it's like an 1,000-yard walk back to my truck. And I realized that my freaking keys were in my backpack I left at the bottom of the deer stand, dude. So I walk back to the deer stand, and I get my keys, and then I walk back to the truck, and I just pull down there, and just definitely, I was like kind of worried, pleasantly surprised. You know what I mean? I'm sure y'all have had that. I was just, you never know.
Almost always.
Buck fear.
Almost always.
Yeah. And I was like, damn, he had really good mass. I could tell he was old, and I was like, all right, this is cool.
Yeah.
Took a bunch of pictures. So, anyway, by the time with all the rigmarole of like forgetting my keys and all that, and I had to load them up by myself, and all that, get out of there and all that. Yeah. Long story short, I live in Green Hills, dude, and I ain't got no skinning rack. You know what I mean?
Right.
We're suburban life right now. So I called Randy, and I was like, hey, can I come gut this deer at your
I think
house?
that's where you sent me the picture from, was at Randy's barn.
I think so. Yeah, it was. It was.
That's great deer.
And I'm calling, is it Flowers?
Yeah.
I'm calling everybody, and nobody will take a deer. It's too late at this point. And it's not cold enough yet to just leave him in the back of my truck.
You got to corner him up, baby.
So I'm freaking out, and I don't have any freezer space, and nobody did.
Yeah.
And so I called Shane Prophet.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, and I had never met this guy in my life, but he and I had been talking about deer hunting a lot, and just like sending pictures of arrowheads and all that.
Yeah, he's red, dude.
And he is a real one.
That's
dude.
Murray County down there.
And I said, and I wanted to shoulder mount this deer, and I've skinned a bunch of deer, but I've never properly caped a buck and not screwed it up. You know,
you're from Mississippi, of course you don't.
Get out of here, dude. I'm very open about that. I've never done that. But
no, that's a different thing. By the way, listeners, caping a deer out for a mount and skinning a buck is two totally different things.
Well, yeah, because you can screw up. You
Easily.
can't screw up a cape, or
you don't need to. Yeah.
Well, you can't screw up skinning one, but you can screw up a cape very easily.
Yeah, and I was just afraid of it. So I texted Shane, and I was like, dude, I'm in a tight right now. Yeah. And it's, by the way, dumping rain, just like absolute pouring rain. Yeah.
Of course.
And it's like 8 p.m. at this point. You know, I finally get 45 minutes back to Randy's house, whatever. Anyway, so sure enough, I was like, dude, do you have somebody that we can give this deer to?
Yeah.
And B, can you cape out this deer? Because I just don't know how to cape out a buck. And he was like, I got you. So I drive from Randy's house an hour and 10 minutes in the pouring rain to Columbia, Tennessee, and pull up, and Shane's out there, and we just like hung out, and he caped this deer out, and then we drive another 20 minutes into like the town of Columbia.
I know where he went. I bet I know where he went.
Gave it to some old boy in the hood.
Yeah.
He was happy as hell to get it. And then that was it. But I got home at like 10 p.m. that night, and I've got this, this deer head in the back. And Callie, like, I opened the door, and she's like,
What?
Where the hell? Yeah. But anyway, it was a fun. It was kind of a. I never. That's the first That's actually the first buck I've killed in Tennessee. I think it's got to be.
He's a stomper.
Well, but the point is, I didn't have a plan in place at all, and I kind of, I don't know. It kind of inspired me to sort of.
Well, next time
have it together.
Your boys are down there.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't call y'all.
We're in Columbia.
I'm really sorry about that.
That's all right.
No, that's okay.
Well, actually, I don't know how much we could have helped. We didn't really have space at the time.
Were y'all in town? Because I know I was sending y'all pictures and stuff.
I might have been in Kansas.
You sent me, I was, because I remember seeing that picture. I was like, I think that's Randy's barn. Because all I saw was the picture and you in the back of the truck. And it was late. And I was like, dang, it's late. Where's he at? And then I was like, that looks a lot like Randy's barn.
Yeah, it was.
But next time, I'll have by the time this season rolls around, if you kill a deer down there, bring it by your boy shop.
Dude, I'll say something else too, man.
Okay.
Hunting the rut is awesome, but I have killed, I think the last 3 years, I have killed a deer late in season just eating ryegrass.
Dude, late season
it's kind of a cheat code if you're not trying to, if you're busy and
I'm going to tell you something.
Don't want to try that hard.
We do it every year.
Late season is deadly.
Yeah. We do it every year in Tennessee.
If you got time to plant, if you got time to just put grass, winter peas, rye, wheat.
That's why I don't freak out about not having our food plots in yet, even this year, because we don't even hunt them until December.
Yeah.
And I mean, we can get them in.
I mean, we hunt them. But
I mean, you can get them in October because they really, post-rut, they're coming back to that food source.
And there's nothing else. If the acorns, if you've had enough rain and all that, and they're sour and
Yeah.
And they're going to stay on those acorns. They're going to stay there until they're gone. And then right when they turn, they've been sitting on the ground too long. And
usually when they turn, it's rut time, right? So they're interested in that. But post rut, there's no acorns, there's no everything's dead.
We're starving to death.
If you have any kind of food out there, that's the time.
And they're trying to build up mass again. They're trying to build up protein.
It's kind of but it's always this buck came out early, but me and my dad both have killed a pretty decent, some pretty good deer. At dark, it's like clockwork, man. One of those cold, windy afternoons, late in the season.
7-point I shot last year. That big 7-point I shot last year was that was after Christmas.
Yeah, I know. I passed him in October.
Yeah.
Remember?
Damn.
It was the first time we ever saw him. It was the first time he was on our farm.
Subtle jab.
Me a little bit right there.
I mean, I didn't mean to. I was just saying
doo-doo on me.
But the first time I saw him was pouring down rain. And he walked out in that food.
Reid sent us a video. It's should I shoot this deer? Me and Dad were like, absolutely.
Dude, my answer, if you send me a video like that, is always yes.
It's hard for me.
Because I want to go to your house and drink beer and look at it for an hour and a half.
It's hard for me to shoot a deer that I don't know. If I see a deer that walks out that's a mature deer and it's a big deer,
but you've never seen him before,
but I've never had pictures of him. I don't know. I hadn't studied how old he is.
Trying to figure it out.
Yeah, it's hard for me to quote unquote pull the trigger. And so I didn't that day. And looking back, I mean, he was a very worthy.
Yeah, I want to see a picture
of
it.
He was a very worthy deer, and Dan shot him. I think it was the last day of season.
Yeah,
at dark, and he was an awesome deer, dude. And I ended up killing a great deer.
But he did exactly what you just said about. It was dark when I shot that. I mean, that deer walked out at 75 yards, and I was like, "Oh, that's him."
That's what them old deer do. They know, dude.
But I feel like those old deer, like you're talking about, like your 6, my 7. I feel like the guard goes down a little bit when it's after rut. A lot of people.
Well, there's no pressure.
Yeah, a lot of people.
And during the week, I know it sounds weird, but man. There's not a bunch of stinking up the woods, and
bro.
You know what I mean? There is something about it, man. That's another. I have a hunt property that I'm slowly trying to expand in Mississippi in Neshoba County, and just with our family, some of our families moved off to Vicksburg, and my dad's kind of just getting older, and he's not hunting really hard anymore. My grandfather's gone, and both my uncle. Anyway, the people, there's zero pressure these days, and I have the property right next to it. There's a ton of pressure because some new guys have moved in, and dude, I've killed a good deer on there. I went 10 years without killing a really good deer out there.
Yeah.
And 3 years in a row now I've killed, and I think it's just because it stays dead silent out there until I go out there.
It's a refuge for them.
I'm telling you that
nobody's out there.
That has so much to do with it, dude.
Some of the people freak out when they have neighbors come in and start hunting hard. They're shooting everything. They've been there.
Oh, hell yeah.
But a lot of times what it'll do is it'll push, it'll make that area that they're hunting, that area, it'll make it a no-go, like a no zone for those big deer. And they'll just go to unpressured land. And I mean, if your property's sitting there in Mississippi and doesn't get touched, but a week in January,
that's pretty much all it is.
They're going to live there, especially if they got food, if they got water, if they got shelter. I mean, does, they're going to stay there.
Yeah.
Okay, we got to talk.
There's the 6 point. Yeah, I forgot about that deer.
Is this the truck bed picture?
Yeah.
Let me see.
I mean, there.
Yeah, dude,
he was awesome.
Hammer, bro.
That's a hammer 6, bro.
Hammer.
I love
To
that
the world's
deer.
biggest 6 point. Dude.
Yeah, dude.
I love that.
That's
deer.
a great deer, man.
I don't know.
Who's mounting for you, Alex?
No, it's a guy down in Lewisburg.
Okay.
But he's really good.
Nice.
Shane hooked me up with him, and he did he might, I don't, do y'all have somebody down there? Can't remember his name, but
We got a guy in West Tennessee.
I think he did he does a couple of like I know he does like Tyler Farr's.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he's
like
Tyler's down there.
Yeah,
he's right.
He does. The ones that I saw in his shop were really good, really well done.
Yeah.
You know how you can tell? It's like the eyes. The eyes are always like,
yeah.
if they look like somebody took mascara and just did a solid circle. Yeah. Like those are
You get
good. But yeah.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, you should be getting back pretty soon. Mine's ready that I killed in Kansas last year. I just go pick him up.
Who does y'all's?
We have a couple of different guys. We got our hometown guy who's really great. He did actually.
He didn't do that deer, but he did all three. He did that turkey.
He did that turkey. He's badass. And then we've got
Shout out Craig Gerald.
down there in Wayne County. Give me a
That's right.
discount, dog. Give me a discount, dog.
He's scraping on leather on deer skin right now. He's mounting a buck right now.
But he covers up, honestly. And sometimes, like if we have a crazy year, we have to kind of disperse a little bit. So we got
for sure.
Alex and Franklin down there. The taxidermy is what he calls it. And
THE?
he does.
The taxidermy.
He had
The taxidermy.
He had it Wilson's taxidermy and he got sued or something. Or was about to. And so he changed it to just the taxidermy.
Wow.
Yeah.
But he does really great work too. Both those guys do great work.
Cool. Good to know.
Anytime you got anything going on in a spot,
Yeah, dude, holler at your boys.
I don't know why, but we were talking. I feel like y'all must have been out of town or something.
you were. I think
think I
I
was
back at the text. You were in Kansas.
I was probably hunting in Kansas.
Okay.
I was here though. but
Next
that's-
time, I got you next time. I'm sorry about
Bro,
that.
don't be sorry. No, I mean, honestly, I was probably cooking eggs or changing diapers. Like, it's,
Yeah.
I ain't got much time anyway.
If I ain't here, probably lay off because I don't know about this guy. But
I will. By the time you hunt this year, I will have a barn ready for beers and bucks. I promise.
Country.
Hey,
We got
we made it.
We've done it
It
again.
only took us an hour and 4 minutes.
We did it again. All of us have places to be in like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Dude, congrats on another record, man.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it.
How you feeling?
I'm just ready for it to be out. Dude, it was done so long ago.
How long?
Really?
March, since before my baby was born.
Wow.
And it just, timing.
Were you trying to get it done before
Yes.
she came?
I mean, I was like at my house. I was cut all the vocals at my house, and I was like singing like 4 or 5 a day, just like trying to get it done because our due date was like February 19th or something.
Yeah.
And so freaking out. And anyway, but it's been done for forever. And so I'm just excited for it to finally be coming out.
That's awesome.
I'm stoked, man. There's some good ones on there.
Ain't no doubt.
I love it.
It feels
dude.
awesome. We got a little sneak peek of it this morning. They sent us a little listen link.
Cool.
Dude, Bottomland's a jam.
Thank you, man.
It is such a jam.
It's a special one, dude.
Yeah.
Being a Mississippi boy and getting to, I got to go down to the Mossy Oak spot in Alabama, and that was a great day, and just hanging out with all the guys, and it's just
Good
special,
dudes.
man. I feel like it'll be it's a moment in my career, you know what I mean, that I just feel like you'll always have singles and whatever songs that are big, but that's like that one that's just one that'll stick with me, I think, for forever. I'm proud of that one.
Can you give us a snippet?
Of Bottomland?
Yeah.
Dude, I've never done this before.
Oh, you don't have to.
I could try.
Here,
I've never
try.
done it on acoustic.
Try. I think I can play it. It's in drop D.
Is it in drop D?
I think it should be. Right?
Yeah. Bury me in Bottomland.
A little low.
Yeah, a little bit. With my grandpa's rifle in my hand.
They'll kill her.
Lord, just take me as I am and bury me in Bottomland. I am just a country boy. Where I come from didn't have no choice. But what I've done well, or so I'm told. Baby, wear my watch, baby, sell my gold. Bury me in
Look at that. Figured it out.
He's a pro.
Bit of a pro.
I've never done this before.
Oh, but thank you, man. I'm excited.
Time for everything.
Yeah, was it your same record making process? Did you write for a long time and just take the ones you love, or did you have a certain, did you sit down and go, okay, we're writing for my record today?
A little bit of both. I mean, obviously this record being country,
and I don't mean to interrupt you, but like for the listener out there, you don't write just for you, man. Like you sit down to write songs just like we do.
Yeah,
Staff songwriters all the time. And a lot of guys don't in your position, and a lot of artists, when they write, they're writing a certain idea for them that day.
Yeah.
But you kind of do it both. You kind of go back. You play, you're Travis Hunter in that thing, man. You play offense and defense.
Both sides of the ball for sure. Yeah, that's pretty much how it is. I mean, there's been times where like I'll sit down and I'll have an idea or whatever, and I'm like, this is a me song. And then there's times where there's songs that I've like written and thought like that's pretty good, and then like after a week be like, man, I should probably cut that. Like that's, you know what I mean? Like that's my thing. So it's a little bit of both, but I definitely having done like a real actual rock record last year, I was like, okay, it's time to put out like, hence kind of that's my like smart ass way of being like, here's your country record, is like country. And then,
there's a couple of songs with country in the title on that record.
I think there's 7 or maybe 8. And after about the 4th one, I definitely with intention was like,
let's go. What's
every euphemism with the word money or something that I can change it to country and let's write a song about it.
Yeah, that's fun.
But I'm stoked, man. I think it's, I had 2 years to try to just get the best like 20 that I could, and just hope everybody likes it. Just kind of throw it out there and pray like every other record,
Talk to me about Buck on the Wall.
Yeah, man. That was I wrote that with our boy J-Mo and
love that guy.
Jameson Rogers, Jeb Gibson, and
love Jeb too.
Matt Dragstrom. Yeah. Dragstrom. And that was a retreat song. My grandfather had passed back in January. And it was...
I think it was right after you were on our show, actually.
I'm sure it was. Yeah, it probably wasn't much longer. And so Jameson actually had that idea, and he threw it out, and I was all about it. But what's the cool thing about that song is that it describes my actual like our deer camp back home, like our camp house and all that in the first verse, and then it talks about this buck on the wall, and it's all very, very true. But I wrote that song prior to the next deer season. Yeah. And, so like the rest of that song became true that year because I killed a deer, and Jameson was with me, dude, which is so crazy. Sick. So sick, man. It was like, and it was funny. They were down there and we had a bunch of pictures of some deer, and like deer we'd never seen. They were moving like crazy. And it was one of those mornings where it was like raining a lot at night, I think, and the moon was weird. And we were like, let's go in at like 8:30, or so, and let everything sort of chill out a little bit. And dude, sure, at 10:30, I mean, sometimes if you go in at 5:30, 10:30 is getting around, depending on, if you drank a little bit the night before, or if you get hungry, it's like, let's get out of here. Yep. But like 10:30, 10:35, this buck came out. And anyway, the fact that Jameson was there with me and it's like I wrote the rest of that story into existence was really special. I took that deer into town, showed my grandma, and she talked about, how proud Pop would have loved to seen it and all that. It was awesome. It was a great day.
He was cheering you on. He probably pushed that book out.
Yeah, he probably did, dude.
That's awesome.
It was great. It was good. So that's a special one. That's a special part of the record for sure.
Not to take away from the record, but to go back to deer. But man,
we can always go back to deer.
Let's be honest. I mean, we've talked a lot about like memories and that stuff in this podcast, even with kids and stuff like that. But man, standing around, look at this. I'm getting redneck bumps right now thinking about this.
I'm
standing around the bed of a truck.
Yeah, dude.
With a deer laying in the bed of the truck. And some light coming from somewhere, whether it's the cargo bay light that coming
porch
from the truck,
skinning rack light or something,
the sun coming, an iPhone.
Well, it's usually dark by the time you do that, right? Unless it's a morning thing, but usually for some reason in my head,
it's at night.
And it's dark, but everybody's faces are lit up around the bed of that truck.
all staring in the back of that
and
truck.
And the story has been told 40 times, but you just want to hear it one more time, dude. That is about as good as it gets.
I think that there is like a caveman instinct where like we've been doing that for like since humans have been on this planet. Totally. You know what I mean? And I just think there's a reason why we love it so much. It's just like familiar. I know that's kind of a crazy perspective, but it's like, man, you know good and well, like people have been doing that for thousands. Go back to the Arrowhead thing.
You think about some of those Indians riding on horseback, chasing this buffalo, and making a shot that while they're running.
And then they're like, tell the story again. Tell the story again. 100%.
Yeah. I mean, I always say like Reid could repeat verbatim my big deer story from last year because I've told it so many times. But
not only that story, I could that one right there. I could tell you. Yeah, I could tell you from the moment we woke up to the moment we got back to into the truck and shut everybody in town. I could tell you that story.
It's so weird how those.
I said, shoot his ass again on that one.
He's on. It's so weird to me that those I don't. Like if I see a picture of me of a fish, I'm like, oh man, where were we when I caught that? You know, or if crazy as this is,
you ain't ever caught a big.
If I see a picture of like me and you and Luke somewhere, I'll be like, oh man, where were we on that? Or if they always take the shot before the show, and I'm like, oh, I wonder what. But if I see a picture of me with a deer, or you with a deer, or Luke with a deer, or my dad with a deer, like. Bro, I know exactly where we were. I know what time. I know what truck that was that we were in the back of.
That's your 1% of memories. Your kids are 99%. The 1% is every deer story ever. That's full circle.
Maybe. It definitely is for my dad for sure. But why do those moments?
Getting married is in there and all that. I'm sure that's in that 1%.
But they are so fun, man. It's like the fondest. I don't know, man. It's so weird too, and it sounds terrible. It's like. Sometimes it's like the proudest you'll ever be of your buddy or your brother or whatever. It's just
completely agree.
You know what I mean? Like
completely agree.
Do I?
Yeah, it's just there's some weird innate.
I think you're right. I think it touches something.
The caveman bone.
Yeah, man. But there's some redneck. Or
there's also something about
red-blooded bone in there
that it has. It's this sounds so selfish, and maybe it should, but it's like it has nothing to do with anybody but you. You know what I mean? Like when I have a song that goes number one or gets cut or something, I'm like, hell yes, that's awesome. I'm providing for my family. Like that's what I feel when that happens. I'm not saying it happens a whole lot, but when some money comes in,
you celebrate with your co-writers,
you're like,
and your
man, this is going to advance. This is going to advance.
Right.
There's not many things in our lives left as married family men that's like for us, really. And I feel. You know what I'm trying to say?
Sure, totally.
I don't mean, I know that sounds selfish and I don't mean for it, but we're always giving, right? We're trying to, you want to make sure, and innately, we say this all the time. It's like, I feel like you want to provide for your family, so you're going to work really hard to do that. And like the one thing left, I feel like as like just a dude that wants to celebrate something for himself is that. And I think that's why it's so precious to me, man. It's like the one thing that I've got and I gotta have it and I gotta hold on to it. And then the culmination and the climax of all that, when it's been successful and you know you've done it and you're going home and everything, man, there's something really nice about that feeling.
It's kind of that in reverse, what you were saying, like that, like a number one song, all that stuff advances. Like this, the story of that buck ends when you shoot him.
Sure.
You know, and it's just the love, the passion of doing that again and going.
It's also not a career, right? There's a little window that we get to do it. And then, you know, with kids, your window becomes smaller and smaller and smaller because you want to, and rightfully so. We say it all the time. It's like, man, this dad stuff would be easy if we were pieces of shit. But because we're not, it requires time and effort, you know? And so, thus doing that takes energy away from other things. But when you get those 2 or 3 days and then it pops off and you're standing around and your butt is, man, hell yes, dude.
There's nothing better, man.
That's why it's so addicting, dude.
It's like sad when you it's like dropping your kid off at school or something when you take it to the taxidermy.
Oh, I know.
You're like sad when you're driving home. You're like, man, I'm not even going to get to see it for like a year.
Pulling it out of here. I don't want to let go.
My wife and I have been in a tiff about that, dude. About that. Because we're building a new house and I'm like, where's my spot, dude? She's like, ain't no spot, dude. That's the barn. The barn is the spot. Like, fill it up, dude. Go nuts out there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this was my argument. And tell me if if you think it was a good one or not. But I was like, Cheyenne, I just want to let you know, that's the biggest deer I'll ever kill in my life ever. Seeing that deer makes me a better person that day. So by having the deer in the house and me waking up and opening my eyes to this giant,
it brings me joy.
Makes me a better dad.
Yeah.
Makes me a better husband.
Do you want me to be an asshole every day?
That's exactly right.
Do you want me to be the best
There's
person
a solution
myself?
to me not being.
Then let me put this on this opposing wall from when I open my eyes.
Oh my God, dude. And it's just a straight no.
It ain't looking good. I won't say straight. She made my closet pretty big so that he could fit in there. But I
will say this.
You gonna spend time in that barn.
I have a like a man cave studio thing too, and that was Callie's like foot down moment. Was like they can all go in there. I was like, okay, whatever.
Yeah,
then I'll see you later.
Yeah,
I go straight to the man cave every day.
Okay, did we talk about the record? I'm just kidding. We can talk more about it.
Yeah.
Tell me about the Y'all Need Jesus.
Yeah, dude. That's just obviously I just have gotten a lot. It's really funny. When my last record, Quit, came out, which was a rock record, from that moment into infinity, that was my first moment of like having some hate, like first time ever.
Is it country hate or is it like rock guy hate?
I think a little bit of everything. I think some of the rock people hated it, and a lot of the country people hated it.
Yeah.
But I will say this is like my fans. I do consider my following a somewhat of a cult thing because like I put out just so far from two ends of each other, and my like ride or die fans like it both, and you know what I mean?
Heck yeah.
So it's sort of, I can feel that it's like fair weather fans, and like like Quit comes out, and then there's like people that are like, the Hardy fall off needs to be studied, and like like that. But I got haters for the first time, and that's just, it's a fun way of sort of making fun of myself, but also kind of just finding a polite way to tell all these people to.
You know what?
He's a turkey gobbler. I'll tell you who's in your cult following is my 3-year-old son.
Really?
Oh my gosh. Daddy Rockstar, Daddy Rockstar, Daddy Rockstar. I'm so sick of that song, dude. And he, a funny thing happened. I hope my mom's not listening to this, but the other day, my daughter said something. And Boone, she said, "Shut up." And my boy Boone, who's 3, was like, "Hey, we don't say that." And she goes, "Well, you say that Hardy song, and that's a bad word."
Oh no way! Oh my gosh, man! That's
I'll show you a video of him singing it. He can't even like sing. He doesn't know the words. He'll just be in the back going,
mumbling the. Yeah, that's awesome, dude.
It's pretty great.
I love it, man.
He loves your music. They're gonna freak out when they see us sitting together. I'm like, and I tell them all the time, I'm like, "Hey, he's my friend," and they're like, "Daddy."
No, man, he ain't.
And they know Luke. You know what I mean? I'm like, but he don't even.
He's chopped liver.
Yeah, he's chopped liver. But they're like, "Oh man, Hardy and Dylan Marlowe. Oh my gosh, those guys are like, they think y'all are like." Anyway, you are. You're icons to those guys.
That's
man.
funny. I get a lot of videos of kids singing, and it's always the heavy stuff.
Really?
Yes, like it's never, whatever. That's never like just a regular old country song. It's always Jim Bob or like Truck Bed or
they love
Rockstar, man. Dude, Sold Out, man. The kids love that stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever, dude.
Well, thanks for teaching my 3 the word.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Because he's never heard me say it.
Yeah, that's 100. Only my fault. My fault and my fault. Only.
Hardy's fault.
Hey, right quick, tell us about the Hardy Fun, man.
Yeah, the Hardy Fun.
Dude, he's got 10 minutes.
No, we're good. We're good. We're fine. Oh, okay. I'm at Big Loud. I'm literally like 30 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of long overdue, honestly, but it's just, as most charity funds, we don't have a specific thing that we donate toward. We wanted to always leave that open. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's just Callie and I's charity thing. Live Nation this year did $1 per ticket, which was sick. Dude, because it's just an awesome way to get money rolling through there. And man, anything that sparks our ear or our hearts to be more specific, we just would donate to. And it's I think it's just the hardyfund.com. But either way, I love talking about it because people know that it's out there and can reach out if they have anything. Man, like there's a thing in Philadelphia where they take care of like mentally disabled people after high school, because that kind of, it's like, what happens after that, where do they go? And they needed like a washer and dryer. And so we just did that. And like something as small as that to as big as like, the American Cancer Foundation or whatever it is, and everything in between.
Even that small stuff's life-changing.
Man, absolutely.
That small stuff's
absolutely.
life-changing.
So it's Callie and I's charity, and we're like beyond excited about it.
That's
awesome.
great,
it's great for people to like see your heart too, because like we know you personally, and we know you're a great dude, and a lot of these people on stage, don't.
They get that. They get on stage hardy.
That's right.
Sure.
That's right. But like seeing, like knowing the hardy fun and hearing about the washer and dryer. But Jordan showed me one about you asking the guy to come backstage. That was at a show, and he brought the flag out.
Yeah, man.
Dude, you could just tell, man. You could just tell that made that dude's world, bro.
Yeah.
That's and like hearing he was going through a hard time, like, bro, good on you for being a light in the industry, man.
You can make cool music and still be a light. You know what I mean?
Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You don't have to be an asshole to make cool music.
That's right.
That's what they say.
Hey man, look, we love you. You know we love you. This town loves you. We're so thankful that you're a part of it, and you spread light everywhere you go, and your music's great, and we're thankful to know you, and this town is thankful to have you, and we appreciate you, man.
No doubt.
Dude, that's awesome.
No doubt.
Thank y'all. I love you guys.
Thanks for coming back. Come back. Yeah, coming back on.
For the fourth time.
I'm in, bro. I listen to this I listen to every single one while in the deer stand.
I will say this. You reached out to us.
I was the one that asked y'all to bring it back, or at least one of them. I was like, can you please? I was like, I ran out of episodes. Like, I listened to them all. Can you please start again?
Jameson was listening to an episode of us when he shot a deer.
Did he?
That's right.
He said he literally pulled his thing off, shot the deer, and then put it back
on. That's awesome, man.
We love J-Mo too.
Hey, man. We're big fans. Thanks for coming on. Country out now.
Go get it.
Hardy. Yeah, that's right. Check on them out. Thanks for hanging out in God's country with us. We'll check you next time.
See you back.
See you.
Didn't do a gravorite, and you didn't give him.
Oh, my bad. We're back.
Hey,
Chloe, we're back.
Here you go. Play a gravorite.
Chloe, are we good? All right, we never left.
Play gravorite.
We're here.
We do.
I completely forgot.
Hardy, we do these things called gravorite, and
play a song.
Yeah, so play a gravorite song.
Play a song.
Yeah.
Play a song fast.
Play my.
I would just go like verse chorus.
Perfect. I can do that. I see these a lot, and they're always like typically 90s or 80s country.
This is awesome.
So this is not going to be that. Okay?
Do you?
But this
man.
is my
Hardy fashion, though.
This is my. That's true. It's true to myself.
Probably won't do it well at all, so that's fine.
Okay, we'll see. No pressure. This is Big Empty by Stone Temple Pilots. Driving faster in my car, falling farther from just what we are. Smoke a cigarette and lie some more. These conversations kill. Falling faster in my car. Well, time to take her home. Her dizzy head is contemplating. Time to take her ride. It leaves the day. No conversations. Time to take her home. Her dizzy head is contemplating. But time to wait too long. To wait too long. To wait too long. Conversations kill. Conversations kill. The conversations kill.
Dude, that's wicked.
Dude, I can hear some of the movements in that you do.
Dude, that's where you think I got it from, man. That's a jam for me. I think STP is one of my favorite bands, and that they just had a cool sound, and that chorus has a weird country melody vibe to it, or like nowadays,
Yeah.
like
A lot of
that
their
passes
stuff
like a
does.
country melody. So it's just
Interstate
different.
Love Song and some of those
100%, man.
They push the
in that vein.
envelope, especially with that kind of stuff. Like
Totally.
just doing just stuff different, and there was no.
All right, give him the box. He's got to go.
Tacomas, man. Congratulations on them.
I get a
Thanks
pair
for
of
coming.
Tacovas.
Yeah,
Pair
they're
of
amazing.
Tacovas.
Thank you.
For your
Thank you,
boy
Tacovas.
From Tacovas.
Thanks for coming, Hardy. We
Killer.
love you.
Yeah, thank you, Bo.
Thanks, guys.
Go make your meeting. See you. Bye.
Absolutely. See y'all.